Okay, so the last class we have been talking about collection data type, right? We have been talking about the collection data type. Collection is nothing but an array in another language. So collection is nothing but it holds more than one data is called as a collection, which is nothing but an array. Collection is three different types are there: list, set, map. We have seen some examples with the list, and we also have seen with the methods that we can use with the list, like list.add to add the new value into the list, or list.clear to clear the data. Same thing with the set, right? So yesterday we have been talking about map introduction part. So I'll repeat that again. So map data type is nothing but it's a collection of key and value pair. Whereas list and set will have only the value, right? List set will have only the value. Map will have the collection of key value pair, where this key will be always unique. Key will be always unique and value can be duplicate. This can be duplicate, and each key will be mapped with the one value. Each key will be mapped with the one value. So yesterday we have seen some example. It's kind of a country and prime minister. India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, right? So each country will have a one prime minister. So country, that means key will be unique. Prime minister can be duplicate. India Prime Minister can be belongs to any other country as well. I'm just saying example, right? So country has to be unique. So if I give some India one, let's say India one is another country. Okay, could be possible that same prime minister is handling that country as well. Values can be duplicate, but you need to have a unique key. So ideally, map is nothing but a key value pair. Let's go ahead and see with the example. Let me go to the developer console. Okay. So basically from last 2 days, we are not writing a program. What we are doing is we are opening the execute anonymous window, and here we are writing the sample code. That means this is a practice ground. I'm not ready for test. I cannot go to the main ground and I cannot play without test, right? First I need to practice it. For practicing purpose, we came to the anonymous window. Right here, the code will not be saved anywhere. This is just for the practicing the code or testing the code. Or if I wanted to know, if I write some code, what is the final output, I'll get it. So those scenarios will come to the anonymous window. Okay, so what did I say? Map holds the key and value. If I have to use a map collection, then I have to use the keyword called map. And this key value could be a primitive data type or a subject data type. So let me start with the primitive data type. Let me take string, comma, string. String, comma, string. Okay, let me take country capital. And map always has to initialize it. We always have to initialize the map. For anything, collections inside the collection, whether it is a list, a set, map, we have to initialize this collection. For initializing, we use the new keyword, right? And simply I say that this is initialization. Right now, I do not have any value. Right now, I do not have any value. just a container. I'm creating it. I'm creating a container, but that is an empty container. It does not have any values or keys into that. So I'm initializing it so that the space gets created. Now inside this map, I have to pass key and value. I have to pass the key and value. So in order to pass the key and value, what I'm doing here, country and capital, right? So how we declare it? Yesterday I have shown you. This is the key equal to value. So let's say key will be India, right? I'll just add IND, and the capital will be New Delhi. And another key value I'll add it, key equal to value. Let's take UK, and what is the capital of UK? London, right? We'll add another key value, key equal to value, right? Let me take US. What is the capital of US? Is Washington, right? That's enough. So I have a 3 pairs, key value pair. I have a 3 key value pair is there, right? Now if I print something, what it will do, it will print system dot. In order to print, I have to use the system dot debug. In order to print, I have to use the system dot debug, right? So system dot debug, what I'm printing it, I wanted to print the map, right? Where is my map is stored? It's stored in CP. So this is very important. Note down the steps. If you are sleeping and listening, that does not give the much value to your training. So when I see the debug, what did it give? Oh, I'm printing in the quotations, but what I want the values of CP. Let me highlight this, click on execute highlighted. Click on debug value. So what it give? This is the key and this is a value. India, New Delhi. UK, London. US, Washington. Right? So it has the key and value pair. Key and value pair. Let's assume, let me take another map. Okay, another map will be the integer, comma, integer. So let me define 10 table. Okay, let's say 10 table. Because it's an integer, right? So how to initialize it? We have to use the new keyword. New map of integer, comma, integer. So what is the integer? Integer need not to be inside the quotation. So directly I can give key is 1. 10 into 1, 20. 2 equal to 20. 1 equal to 10, 2 equal to 20, 3 equal to 30, 4 equal to 40. Right? Now let me see what is the value it is going to print.
But after 3, it should be 0, no? You have your FN type.
Yeah. 10 table, I'm printing it. Let me highlight this, all the code, execute the highlighted code. So select the debug only. See here, key value pair. Key value pair, key equal to 1 and then value equal to 10, key equal to 2, value equal to 20, 330, 440. Right? So this is the key value pair. If I have to give you more clearly, let me open the paint. Okay, let's assume that I have a container. Let's assume that I have a container. This is one map data table. This is map data table, which is a string comma, which is string comma, string. Just a second, I'm getting a call. Sorry. Okay, so this is the map data table. Okay, so in this container, let's assume that this is a container. Okay, inside this container, I'll be having a key which will be stored in, right? So this is my key. And this is my value. Like what did I do? I declared a 1 and value is 10. And here key is 2, this is 20. And key equal to 3 and here it is 30. So mapping of key to value, right? So this is what I'm trying to store here. Whatever I did a coding here, which is almost equal to this. I have initialized the map. That means the container is created. Inside the container, what is the value should be there? Key value. And key should be unique and value can be repeated. Value can be repeated, for example, 4 equal to 10. Could be possible. But you need to have a key unique. You need to have a key unique. Right? You need to have a key unique. But in case, assume that this is the complete list. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, like here, we know that there are only 4 keys are there. But there is a possibility that I wanted to get a complete set. I wanted to get only keys. I wanted to get only the keys values. I do not want to get values. I just wanted to get the keys only. I do not want the values. So what we can do is get only keys. If I wanted to get only the keys, what is the method that we have is cp dot key set. Right? Now, this key set will be, what is this key set? What is this? All have integers. Right? These all are integer. If it were here in the CP, what is the key set? Key set is string. Right? If I have to get the key set into any other container, like I have another container, which is a small container. Assume that I have another container. I have to take out from the map and put it into the another container. What I wanted to take out, I wanted to just get the key set, right? How can I get that into here? What is this container should be? If I wanted to get that, it should be set of string. It should be, this container should be set of string. Then only I can store 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the container. If I take a simple string, if I take a string container, what will happen? It will store only one value. But here I have some values are there. It's not a one value. More than one value is there. When we have a more than one value, then we have to have a container which is set of string. Now that's what I'm going to do here. I'm getting the key set and storing it to set of string. Set of string, and let's say that country equal to cp.keyset. So let me go ahead and print the system.debug. Let's say country. Highlight this, execute it. Now debug only. See here. The third one, there are 3 debugs are there. What is the first one, which is printing the complete map details, it is printing. And second one, 10 table is printing. And what I am doing, I am going to get from the first table all the key set values. So I got India, UK, US. Right? I got only the key set. Now, in case if I want only the values, if I want only these values, now I know how to get only the keys. If I want only the one value, then I need another container to store the values. And what is that container should be? It could be either set of string or list of string. It doesn't matter. Could be a list of string or set of string. So why here there is no list of string for the keys? Because keys always has to be unique. If you have a duplicate keys, map does not take it. But if you have a duplicate values, map is going to take it. Because based on the key only, it is going to get the value. So here, either it could be a set or it could be a list. If I wanted to store the values, either it could be a set of string container or it could be a list of string container, right? So what I'll do, second one is get only the values. Get only the values. How to get it? Let me store it in list of string and give the container name as capital equal to what I'm doing it. I'm going to get the values. How to get the values? cp dot values. cp dot values. And what I'm going to do, system dot debug, get me the capitals. Highlight this, execute the highlighted one. Click on debug. See what I got? New Delhi, London, Washington. And here, India, UK, US. Clear? That is the map. If I wanted to get the values, just use the values method. If you wanted to get the keys, you wanted to use the key set. You wanted to use the key set. Right? So when we are executing this line, when I'm executing this map of whatever the name is there, whatever the map it has, like what it does actually when I execute it. What are the steps that by default gets executed by the Salesforce? Behind the scene, when I'm executing it, what it happens? Execution or runtime. During the execution of the time, what happens by the system? The first thing what it will do, it will remove the duplicates. Map is going to remove the duplicates. And what it does, it is going to arrange in the sorting order. Arrange in sorting order. And the third one, what it will do, it will finally execute it. So when I run this particular map, the line of code, what will happen behind the scene is it is going to remove the duplicates. It is going to arrange sorting order, and then it is going to execute it. Let me show you that how it is going to happen. So first one, remove the duplicates, right? So let me add here another value. Okay, so in order to add it, okay, in order to add the new value, new key value I wanted to add. If I wanted to add a new key value, right? What is the best, what is the method that I can use it? Let's suppose cp dot. For set and list, if you remember, we have a add method. Set dot add is going to add a new value. List dot add is going to add a new value. But for map, we have a key and value. Two values are there. Two. It's a pair is there, right? We cannot use the add. It has to be put. For map, it has to be put. Let me add Italy and for the Italy, what is the capital? Rome, right? Now let me go ahead and print. Now execute it. I'm not highlighting. I wanted to execute everything. So I can simply click on execute. Oh, okay. I wanted to print CP, not cap. Okay, execute it. Debug only. See here, where it is added, it's added after the India. It added after the India. Basically, it should add at the end, right? It should add at the end. But while executing, what will happen? While executing it, it is going to sort it in the ascending order. Map automatically sorts the based on the alphabet sorting ascending order, right? Whatever the values I added here, okay, if I add something with Z, then it will come here. If I something added with the capital A or small a, it will come here, starting of this. So it automatically sort it. It is going to automatically sort it. Now this is sorting order, right? And let me add another one. I wanted to show the duplicate. So let's say that India and New Delhi. Okay, let me execute this. See, let's see what happens. Debug. See, it doesn't take duplicate. Even in your list, if you have the something called, if I add it here, same key pair, I'll add it and execute it. See, it doesn't take. Even in the starting also, it doesn't take. Basically, while executing itself, it removes the duplicate. But if you have something here, UK1, if you have a unique key, then it is going to take. If I execute it, see, it took the UK1. If the values are duplicate, map doesn't care. But it is only concern is key should not be duplicate. Key should not be duplicate. It has to be always unique. It has to be always unique. The key will be always unique. Right? And if you wanted to know sometime, if you wanted to know what is my CP size, like I added, removed, everything I did it in between. Now I wanted to know what is my CP size. I can directly print in the system.debug instead of creating a container. Map size is right plus CP. Okay, CP dot size. CP dot size. Let's execute it. Debug. 5 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in between Italy and Rome is added. 5 here. Right? And in case if you wanted to remove it, you can remove any one. Let's assume that I added the Italy, right, in between. Now, let me say system.debug. I'll say remove. What I wanted to remove, I wanted to remove the Italy. Can simply say that which key I wanted to remove it. Highlight that, execute. So it removed it. Okay. Now it removed, and let me add this. Control X. Let me add it here. Now let me print only the CP. Execute. Debug. See here, it is removed. Right? India, UK, UK1, US. As it is, as the values will be same as the starting. Now, how can I know that which method I need to use, when I need to use it? Same thing. Yesterday I told you the some site, right? If you go to this, Google map.set sfdx. If you go to the Salesforce developer page, you will see all the map classes. Inside that you have a map methods. Like you can clear the map, right? Get the key, is empty, key set, put all, remove, size, values. We have seen everything. Okay. In case if you wanted to get a specific, for example, you wanted to get only the UK value, you do not want to get all the values, right? You do not want to get all the values. So what you can do, cp.get, give that particular UK, and then print the value. It is going to print only the UK value. So UK value is London, right? It is going to print only that particular one. So that's what here get key. Get key means if you wanted to get a specific key value, right? If you wanted to clone, same thing. Yesterday I have explained list and set. We can clone it, right? Same thing we can clone here as well. Now size, if you wanted to know what is the size of the map, you can do that. And how to use these keywords, if you click on that, you will see different, it is going to tell you that how to use that command. Okay, this is a library for what method I need to use it when I need to use it. Now, coming to this map only, I can make more complex here. So right now what I did, I use the primitive data type string comma string, integer comma integer, integer comma string, string comma integer. These all are single values, right? I can make it more complicated, this map. I can make this map as a more complicated. When I say more complicated, let me give one example before that. Okay, so let's assume that okay, in the family, we have mother, father, sister, brother, and whoever it might be. List will be there, okay? So this is a family list, right? So mother could be a family, part of a family. Father could be a part of family. Sister will be part of family. Brother will be part of family. And if anybody in the house, they will also part of the family. So when I say family, these all members come into the picture, right? So that means this entire structure, whatever you see, this structure can be built in the map. How can I build? Now I'm going to tell. How can I build? This is a single key, right? This is a single value. That means string, right? Here I have a multiple values. I have a multiple values. Could be a set of string or could be a list of string. Let me use list of string. Now I need to combine these both together. In order to combine, I have to use the map of string comma list of string, right? String is single keyword. List of string will be the, this multiple values will be stored here. So how can I declare that? Map string comma list of string. And I can give families equal to, I have to initialize this map of string comma list of string. In the real time, this is the scenario we use it for the real time. This is a rare scenario, map of integer, integer, map of strings, comma string. But this is in the real time, this is how we use it. It will be always a multiple values will be there inside map. Either this or it could be the other way. When I say it could be the other way, map of set of string comma list of string. Let's give the value as map values, new map of set of string comma list of string, right? So either way we use it. So this is the this is how we declare in the real time. In the real time, most of the times what we do is In the real time, what we do is we use the map of single value to the multiple values, or it could be map of multiple values to the multiple strings, multiple keys to the multiple values. Here, one key is matching with the multiple values, but here multiple keys will be linking to the multiple list. Let me show you one example for now. So before coming to this part, what we have to do is, let me use this one. What I have to use, first I need to build the list of string. List of string I have to build. Let's say members equal to new list of string. New list of string. And who all are there? Let's say mother, father, brother, sister. Right? Now, if I have to put, now this is the declaration. Before I come to the map, I have to build the list first. I have to build the list first because it is expecting the list, right? Now, what I can do, families dot put. What are the details I wanted to put? I wanted to put the members, but the starting one will be the string, right? So that is a family, comma, members. Will this work? There might be an issue. Let's highlight this, execute it. Right. Let's highlight, execute it. No issues. Let me print that. System dot debug families. Highlight this, execute the highlighted one. Debug. See, family is equal to mother, father, brother, sister. One key is linked to the multiple values. Right? And later you wanted to add another value here. Okay, you wanted to add another value here. So that will come later, but I just wanted to give you hint on that. So before you add any other list here, okay, basically let me give you steps here. For example, you wanted to check there is another member added to this list. Let's say somebody, brother-in-law, somebody is added here. Somebody added in the list. Okay. When this added into the list, the first thing, but this is contains into the same key, right? This brother-in-law comes into the same key. But before directly adding, instead of directly adding to the list, we wanted to check whether this key is exist in the system or not. Within the map, is this family is present or not? If it is present, then only go ahead and add it. If it is not present, the family, go ahead and create a new one, then add it. Then add this, right? So what we will do is, whenever we wanted to add any values here, in case if we wanted to add any values here, so first thing what we will check whether families dot contains key. Contains key. If it is containing the family, if it is containing the family, then go ahead and add it. add new member, right? So this is much further whatever we are doing it. If I have to tell more clearly this thing, like you are going on the road, okay? There are some directions here and here. Let's say that this is Madhapur. And what else? This is High Tech City. And this is, let's say, LB Nagar. Right? You are walking here, okay? Now this is the place where is the condition comes. Now this is the place where you have to apply the condition. How do you apply? Do you want it to go to Madhapur? Yes. If you wanted to go to Madhapur, yes, then turn this side. Right? If you do not want to go to Madhapur, then turn this side. Right? It's kind of a conditional. It's kind of a conditional. If you are yes, then come here. If it is no, then go here. Kind of this. Right? So if it contains family, that means there should be if condition. There should be if condition. Inside this, if this contains family, I can simply go ahead and put, okay, this family is already there. So I can directly add families, family. Maybe I can add some text here. Right? I'm just adding it here, but it's not fair to add. In case if you wanted to add, you have to add it here first. Because we have to add it in the list first. So members dot add, we have to add the control X this here. We have to add it to the list first and then add this list here. If the families does not exist, if it does not have the value, then simply go ahead and add this. It should be the new list. New list of string. Let's say this is other family details. Right? This you will see further when we are going for the programming, but just now I wanted to give some highlight on this. So far, is it clear with the map?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there are a couple of questions comes from this collection, because collection is, before we go into the programming, collection is, I can say it's a heart of programming. I can say it's a heart of programming, because whenever you start coding it, you will use either set or list or map. Any coding, you will use either of one. If you are not using this, then you will be using the primitive data type. Primitive data type or S object. So data type is, which is very important. I can say this is a heart of Apex. So if you are clear with this coding, you will be very easy writing the coding further. Okay, so a couple of questions that can come up from this. Interview questions. What is the difference? First of all, what is the set? They will ask, what is the list? How do you use it? What is the set or list? And what is the map? How do you use it? How do you use it, right? And the next question, difference between set and list. Could be this, or difference between the list and map. Or could be another question, what is the difference between the set and map? What is the main difference? List you all know, right? So list is unordered collection. List is unordered collection of primitive as object type, right? And it includes the sort method. It includes the sort method, where set does not have a sort method, and sort is a ordered collection. It automatically sort the what are the values that are there. Whereas list, we cannot sort it automatically. Set is have the automatic sort. Right, that is the main difference. And one more thing is, this list can have a duplicate value, set cannot be having the duplicate values. When it comes to the map, map is a collection of key value pair. Key is the unique and value could be duplicate. Okay, so this is the interview things, and in the real time map declaration will be always like this. It will be complex way you will declare it, and they will ask some programmings on top of this only. There are some programmings like a declare, I want a account ID with the contact information, something like they will ask, where you have to get the multiple values here or multiple records here, and this will be a string. This will be a string, right? So there are at least one question can come up from this map. Is it clear? Any questions on this map?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. And how about the trial head? Yesterday, did you complete the trial head?
Mr. Session not yet completed. I have to go with the video.
Okay. So before going to that, okay, I have a homework today. Okay, build a map. Okay, and what is this map is? Get me the 28, or maybe it is too long. Get me the at least 5 states in India. Get me the 5 states values in India. So you have to write 2 lines of logic, like whatever we have implemented here, same thing. So here, what is the key? Key will be India. What is the values? 5 states will be the values. Get me 5 states in India. Okay. And then give me the size. Size of the map. Clear the map. add new 2 states to the India. And then add duplicate states. Okay, this is the homework, right? Apex collection Okay, is everybody done this? Apex Basic and database. Complete this. And as well as this one also. These two trial heads completed. Okay. Any questions? We are done for the today class.
Actually, I got yesterday's connection class. I have nothing I just been.
Sorry, Hema, can you bit louder?
Yeah, actually, yesterday I was missed connection class, right? So I just go through that video. If I have
Okay.
anything, I'll just post my question in the group.
Okay, sure. So yesterday we covered a list set. Map anywhere. Today I covered most of the things. So you need to go through only the list and set.
Sure.
Okay then.
Will you send this PDF?
We are sending everyday notes, right?
Actually, Friday and Monday's notes was missing. Same had said to Madhusa also.
You did not get the notes?
Yeah, Friday and Monday. I think the whole group I can say.
Okay, I'll make sure team passes that.